receivers left and right. McCown takes the snap. He steps up. He's all by himself. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown!
What's up? Welcome to the Bush League Sports Show. If you have not pushed the heart button or the thumbs up button, go ahead and do that now. Share the show. Give us the Bush push. I am here in studio 725. Let me back up just 1 second. Welcome to the Bush League Sports Show. We are the best B-rated sports show live on Facebook and YouTube every Monday night at 8:45. If you don't know, we have started on time yet again here in studio 725, live and in person with Dr. Moonlight Graham. My boy Pepper. Produce is over there producing the show. Stats. I'm just mixing it up tonight, guys. I'm trying to throw. I don't want you guys to get used to the same thing all the time. So, and I also have Stat Guy today. I walk up to track practice. He and I coach together, if you don't know. I walk up to track practice, and I'm watching as he is coaching on the other side of the field. Well, I then notice there's one of our athletes standing facing the outside of the track, and there's a fence that goes around, and he's standing there, and there's a stream of liquid coming about, waist high.
Whoa.
Through the fence. And there's a line of homes that line the wall across this little area. And so it's right there. And so I'm watching, and our head football coach walks up to me. And there's a group of football players going out there. They're getting ready for spring football. It starts this next week. And he walks up as two of our guys go running off because they puked this morning. They had to run more. And he says to me as he walks up, there go two of our boys with high integrity. And I said, yeah, coach, but our starting tailback is over there peeing in that guy's backyard through the fence right now. So he finally makes his way back over. And I said his name. You can't do that. You can't. It's 2019. You're not allowed to pee from the track into somebody's backyard. It's just a no-no.
Wait, was that ever okay?
Well, at a time. His response to me was this. Coach Derek said it was okay.
Ooh.
I followed that up with, if Stat Guy says it's okay, it's not. Period. We all had a good chuckle and moved on with our lives. So the whole point of this show is for you as a fan. I'll just talk on another camera. For you as a fan, good job, Produce, to interact with the show. We want to be a show that allows fans to voice their opinions. We are not the experts by any means, but we are the best. We're the Bexperts, and we have given you the voice of the Bushies to use with consistency as we talk about the rundown that Produce is going to give you in a minute. It's going to be on the screen. You can look and see, oh, that's what we're talking about. You can gather your thoughts and then share them in the thread, and we will comment back. We'll respond. Stats is over there reading those things the whole time. We're looking down, checking our phones. And so we want to interact with you as a fan, and we are fans. And so that's the whole point of the show, HOLEPOINTE, stolen by ESPN once again, because that's what they do. However, there has been one sporting event that we have run across in all of our years of doing this show that we have found somebody did not steal something from us. We actually stole from somebody. And so we want to give props to Ken Griffey Jr. because in 1990, it's either 94 or 96, I do not remember, his first at-bat at home, he yanks one into center field, bounces it off the bottom of the wall. It's a stand-up double. He then turns and holds up the ones. I saw it this week on a clip, and I had to go back and I had to rewatch it 5 times to capture the picture and then send it on the text thread to go, guys, wow.
We missed.
My bad. My bad. So giving credit where credit is due. Why? Because we believe in integrity. We believe it's not okay to pee in somebody's backyard unless you have permission. And number 3, we believe that every time Adidas sends us a shoe, we will promote it on this show. And so Adidas, thanks for the Ultra Boost Luxe collab that you guys sent me. Once again, all I had to do was pay for the thing online, say submit the order, like I gave them my size, my credit card, and my address, and there it was. Once again, another sponsored shoe collab coming in from Adidas and StockX. So shout out to our sponsor.
That's like magic.
It's like gold in a box that says Ultra Boost. And so yeah.
Whoa.
Oh.
Well, go ahead. You want me to do it? This is KD's model from
No, Kobe's.
Why am I doing this?
I don't know. Sorry.
I only know Adidas and Jordans.
Sorry. These are Kobe's. These are actually a couple years old. These are 9s. Yeah,
Those are hot.
maybe
Yeah,
10s.
that's
I
sick.
don't know.
You've been wearing those for a few years.
Yeah, I did not get these as a sponsorship deal, unfortunately.
Ouch.
Well, we weren't doing the show yet,
Yeah.
so that's
and,
okay.
And these are this is my bare foot.
You gotta stop doing that.
But it's funny.
It's not funny.
What?
We have
What?
you and I have Produce and I have another podcast. It's about shoes. It's called All Shoes, Only Adidas and Jordans, except Jordans are kind of clunky. It's kind of a long name.
It's yet to start.
We're working out the details. You can't do that when we own a shoe podcast.
You're right.
All
I
right.
forgot about the podcast that we
Produce,
have.
give us the rundown.
Okay.
Keep your feet
Hey,
under the desk.
I need to throw something in on the integrity note though. Because of our integrity, which we just demonstrated, people now know that we have credibility with the Don Schaefer.
Yes.
We started that.
We started it. We have video proof that it wasn't the skinny backpack kid in whatever video that was. We predated that Joker 4 years. It may have been more than 4. It may have been like 7. I'm not kidding. Like somebody was showing it to me. I went back and found it, pulled the video up of you and I doing the Don Schaefer, which you guys know as the floss. Who named it that? I don't know. But we have video proof of and evidence of.
You need to find that, and we need to get that on the show.
I have it. I'll pull it up and give it to you, and you
send
can
it to
put
me.
it. Yeah,
We've
great.
asked you multiple times to bring the video.
It's in. I have the video.
Well, then where is
in
it?
the computer.
Oh.
It's in the
Files
pocket
are
computer.
In
Yeah,
the
it's in the-
computer.
Hey guys, can I do the rundown?
Yeah, do it.
All right, we're talking about Russell Wilson. We're also talking about Kyler Murray. We got the NFL draft coming up. Adam Thielen, Chris Hogan. We also got another Sod Poodles update, the weekly Sod Poodles update as usual. And we're also talking about Chris Davis. And we're also talking about Tampa. But in the MLB context instead of NHL. We're also talking about Magic Johnson, Warriors, Rockets, Celtics, and then we're also talking about the Dallas Stars who are playing right now, who Blake is currently watching.
Are they are currently on right now.
They are currently
Or
on
they're
right now.
introducing people.
No, it is.
They're hugging. It's the
Yeah, it's a full on hug. It's a full on hug
It's
fest.
a hug fest. Great.
It's the hug portion of every hockey game. Duh, y'all don't know that? Come on.
Yeah.
And then Stars, Hurricanes, and then who are down by 2, and then everyone else is all tied up.
All tied up, baby. It's 8-5, all
Switch
tied
the
up.
cameras.
Is that the
That's a sound effect,
Sound
yeah.
bet. Sound bet. It is the sound bet that's also known as a sound bite for switching cameras. So if you are into NHL, the game is on right here. We can't show it to you because of our integrity, and we will get sued.
I forgot about one more thing. It's
Oh.
the very first thing we're talking about.
I-
Tiger Woods.
Yeah.
Surpassed again.
Guys.
Here's the thing about the Tiger Woods deal.
No.
I want to hear what he has to say.
Okay, go ahead.
I watched it.
Was that the big news?
Yes. No. So I got home from church and everything. I was like, great. Got to turn the. It's not called a game. I have to turn the golf match on, and see who's winning the golf match. Tournament. Yes. I guess a match is tennis, isn't it?
Yes.
They have matches
match.
in golf too.
The golf tournament.
The golfing.
So I turn on the Masters and I get to see history being made. Like I didn't get choked up, but I considered it, and I was like, wow, this is.
I did.
I'm sure you guys did. I haven't been a Tiger fan ever. I just haven't been. Golf is not the only time I enjoy golf is when I'm playing with you.
Yeah.
And that's something crazy and fun always happens when Pepper and I play golf. It always has and it always will.
Yeah.
And it makes the trip worth it to get to spend 3-4 hours with you.
Thank you.
So yeah, but not a huge Tiger fan, but you have been for years.
I don't want to say number one fan, but I'm definitely
Top 3.
up there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Top 3.
So
Like you're one of his top 3 fans?
yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
He's absolutely my number one fan.
Correct.
No.
He's your
Yes.
number one.
Well,
Yeah.
yes.
Tiger is the biggest
Believe it
Pepper
or not,
fan.
you don't know it. He doesn't know it yet.
Well,
He
you know,
will.
it was stated in a movie that tigers love pepper. They hate cinnamon.
There you go.
I don't know what movie that was.
I'll take it.
It's from The Hangover,
Wow, I feel
where the tiger's in the bathroom, and
My bad.
sure enough, what does he say? Tigers love pepper.
guys, I would like to take this moment to
Back.
recognize. Done. Regardless, so I see the end of it. I'm like, wow, I could just witnessed history take place. Like, that's phenomenal. We send some texts back and forth. Everybody's real excited. The golf world has exploded. And then I forgot about it. Literally forgot about it.
Wow.
Dang.
And then when you sent the text today, when I sent the rundown, I was like, wow, boy, did I drop the ball and just kick it all over the place. So, with that being said, I'm now going to pass the baton to you to give us all of your thoughts and throw Tiger some love.
Yeah, I mean, I think as everyone saw it, it was probably one of the greatest moments in history. There it is. A lot of people said how this is, the thing that separates this from teams like the Browns, probably win the Super Bowl this year, of like a comeback. It's an individual person, and that's what's probably the coolest thing about it is that this was just, it wasn't just him that, got himself there. He had a lot of help from a lot of other guys on tour,
Right.
a lot of family, but it was just, I definitely shed a tear. I'll be honest.
I mean, just coming back from nearly having to retire because of his back.
Yeah.
I mean, there was points where he couldn't get out of bed because his back was hurting so bad. He couldn't walk. He had 4 back surgeries in the span of 3 years. And to come back and just dominate that game. I mean, all week he was playing so well, and then that back 9.
Yeah, it was scary. You definitely saw literally the eye of the tiger there on that back 9.
Yeah, he
So.
looked like his old self,
Mm-hmm.
and it was amazing to watch. It was truly a joy, and I started getting choked up on hole 18 when he was walking up
Yeah.
to after that bad chip he made.
Yeah.
He started getting teary eyed, and then he like started to get teary. I'm like, don't cry, don't do it,
Don't do it.
don't do it. 'Cause
Wow.
like just the crowds are just roaring for him
Yeah.
coming
Did
up
you
on
have
that
a
18th.
Did you have an estrogen pill? Because that's happened to me before. Like, I've been there where I'm like, I don't know why I'm crying watching Hope Floats here by myself, but I am. It happens.
No, I'm okay. I'm okay with crying when it comes to sports.
Yeah.
I'm
okay
This
with
is-
crying when it comes to Tiger.
This is the one thing I want to say about this that I'm going to get burned for, and I'm totally fine. There are 3 things that I consider sports. Golf is not one of them.
Ooh.
And so when it came out today, when you said, like, the greatest sporting moment ever,
No, he's
No.
not. Mute his mic. Mute his mic. Don't let him finish this.
I'm not okay with it. So somebody just asked
man.
Blake, who's the other doctor, right?
Yes.
Blake wants to know why the NHL is not the top billing here. Well, it's not the top billing because Tiger Woods just won the Masters.
Well,
And,
Well, you didn't remember this morning, so
that we got 5 guys on the show. When somebody fumbles, somebody else picks up the ball and runs with it. So way to go. Thanks for picking up the slack.
I almost roasted you so hard
On what?
because I read the rundown, going, "Where is Tiger on here? Are you kidding me,
What prevented you? You'll argue with me
Coach
about
Jimmy?
stuff I'm
Are you kidding me?
right about? Why didn't you do that? The whole point of the text thread is for roasting. That's the point.
I may have beat him. Did I beat you to it? I mean, me saying something?
Yeah. Oh, I had said something about Tiger,
Right.
and then you came on, and you were basically like, "Are you kidding me?"
Yeah.
Well,
I was a little butthurt. I'll be honest.
I apologize. It
It's
it
okay.
wasn't.
I got over it.
It wasn't
Because Tiger
legit.
Woods is the 2019 Masters champion, baby. So,
Hats
all
off to
good.
Tiger Woods. That is an incredible story of comeback, of redemption, of hopefully redemption. Excuse me.
There it is.
Hopefully life change, and like, what a story.
Yep.
Like, very, very cool. It's not the Legend of Bagger Vance, but it's darn near close.
Oh,
And I'm kidding. That was a joke. Regardless, hats off to Tiger. Pepper, hats off to you, buddy. Way to hang in there and
stick through it.
Yep,
Yeah.
just you. That is the epitome of not being a bandwagon fan. And just like Stats and I have been Ducks fans for our entire NHL fan career. We've been
Definitely.
Ducks fans.
Definitely comparable.
Is technically true.
Yeah. So
You just haven't known it until.
No, we just
recent.
haven't been fans so recently.
well, yeah, we decided we are now fans. In the same sentence, we say we're now fans of the Ducks.
Yeah.
Quack.
There you go.
And I watched the Mighty Ducks this weekend.
Quality movie.
Wow.
Why wouldn't
So,
you?
All three of them were playing in my home this weekend.
That's how you forgot about Tiger.
That's exactly not what happened.
Oh.
But I got sidetracked by some other things today in the sporting world. So he wins his 5th Masters, 15th major in his career. And what does that mean for golf? Is golf now back? Golf has not been as exciting without
No,
Tiger.
it definitely hasn't, and everybody on tour knows it.
Yeah, it's a yes and no. Like people are now more excited about golf than they have been in the last decade. However,
Because of this weekend.
because of this weekend, but I do think Tiger has a harder road ahead of him because the young guys who he inspired to play, they are a tougher group
Oh,
to
yeah.
beat.
They
And he beat him.
They interviewed him in his press conference yesterday. He talked about how back in the day when he was winning the U.S. Open by 15 shots, that he and Vijay Singh were the only people in the gym. Golfers would just show up and that's it.
Do some stretching.
And so it was. And I don't even know about that. Maybe hit a couple balls on the range, but they
Have a
interviewed.
couple cold ones.
Yeah. They interviewed Tiger on Saturday, and they were like, oh, the early tee time teed off at 9:30, 8:30.
Yeah.
And they were like, what's your plan for tomorrow? Oh, well, tee off at 8:30. I'll probably get up around 3:45. Get this body going. Are you kidding me?
In the morning?
I mean, the fact that he's...
Know your routine, man.
Yeah. So
That's incredible.
it's definitely inspiring, and the guys are hitting the ball so much further, and
Tiger
it's hard to
changed
compete.
the game
Yeah.
20 years
100%.
ago.
Yeah, he did.
And
Because all these golfers now, like Pepper was saying, they have their routine, but they also have like their staff. I mean, they've all got not only just golf coaches, they have strength and conditioning coaches. They've got body
Right.
experts in there helping them with their mobility.
Mental coaches.
Yeah, there's so much going on with
do
golf
my
now. That
mobility stretches.
there it is.
They are athletes.
They are.
They are incredible athletes. I don't say that anybody that gets paid to be an athlete is not an athlete. They are all incredible, like top quality, elite human beings. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying there's only 3 sports I categorize as sports. And everything else I categorize in my mind as an athletic event. I'm not busting on anybody. My event, I have said, like I was a pole vaulter in high school and college. If you ask me, is pole vaulting a sport? No, it's not.
But
it's
is
an
track and
athletic
field?
event. A sport? No. And it dates back to the ancient times when those guys were running around Greece naked. I'm still not calling it a sport. That's called streaking.
What about a
Competitive
decathlon?
streaking.
Competitive streaking. That's how it started. They're all, hitting the hot tub after the gym. Some guy's like, hey, man, I challenge you right now. Like, right now? Like, I'll throw down right now. Great. So they took off running like, hey, let's make this a party. Let's invite all the countries, and we can all run like this.
And then they'd wrestle.
And then they would wrestle, and it made no sense. So regardless, no, I only consider football, baseball, and basketball sports. Everything else is an athletic event played or participated by elite athletes.
When did basketball join this mix?
Oh yeah,
About a month
It's
or so ago.
It's always been in there.
I thought it was just football and
Yeah, I thought there was 2.
Guys, I've always said 3.
We're gonna have to check tape on that.
No, we've done 2, and then
Check it. That's fine.
like
We're gonna have to
basketball season
scan
started, and then he kind of got on
the
board with
archives.
basketball because he was.
So if
Starting
he
to
would
pay
start,
attention to it.
if he would start watching hockey, all of a sudden there's gonna be
Oh, wait.
4 sports.
Okay,
wait.
fine.
I
No,
doubt
no.
it.
I remember what it was. 3 sports, but only 2 of them matter.
Correct.
That's what it
There
was.
it is. Thank
Okay.
you. But however, now that I'm watching basketball more, I'm starting to enjoy it. And I'm going I feel like it matters a little bit. We're going to talk about it. I watched some of Dallas's first playoff game, and I was like, this is actually Lucas Biggs. This is exciting. How do you like that? I thought to myself, wow, this is great. You said it's on. I turned it on. There I was watching and working. I was like, this is phenomenal. I'm watching an athletic event. It even went through my mind. Could this be a sport? No. But it is an incredible athletic event going on right now. That's what I thought.
Tyson wants to know, how did hockey and soccer not make the cut? You kind of talked about hockey, but if you want to expand on soccer.
Well, one is Canadian,
Yes. And I like Canadians.
just not their.
How are their
athletic
pancakes?
events.
Medeiros, what's up, brother? Hope you're doing all right. We interviewed him last week. Their pancakes in Canada, I haven't been to Canada in 17 years, so I don't know. I don't remember.
But
they're
golf,
an absolute wagon.
golf has the mental game that
Absolute
no
wagon.
other sport has.
Okay, so speaking of
Eh.
that, no, speaking of that, let's bring up First Take this morning. So
Okay.
our favorite analyst on there, Max Kellerman, he completely busted on everybody else, saying that if you are a golfer
Stands for Max. There's an M and an X.
and you are intimidated by Tiger Woods,
Where's the A at?
that like you are just
Doesn't get
not
one.
tough mentally.
Wow.
Wait, if you're intimidated by Tiger, you're not tough mentally. Somebody needs to punch Max in the
Yeah,
face.
he's saying that golf is a sport or an athletic event in your case, where like there's no defense. Like it is all you. You put the ball on the tee, you hit it. Like you're not worried about anybody else. So he was saying if Tiger's out there and you're intimidated by him, then you're just not tough.
Dude,
Okay.
that is wrong.
It is. I was getting mad.
Wrong. Lucas.
I think you're still mad.
I still am
I
mad.
can hear it.
Hold on one
I'm
second.
mad too.
Lucas Biggs just said, "You lie, Case." Explicitive. You lie, Case. Hockey is a sport. That, the exclamation point.
That's not an expletive.
I was gonna say, did he
Yeah, it
drop
is.
a? Did he drop a?
He
No.
exclaims it.
He emphatically exclaimed what he was saying, accusing me of lying. I'm not lying. I am honestly telling you my opinion. I'm not an expert. I am the best. I'm a Bexpert. I'm glad you're using your voice, the voice of the Bushies that we gave you, to voice your opinion. This is why this show is so great, because you watched Max Kellerman and nobody even recognized that you said, Max, you are a flippin' idiot. Your wagon is burning right now. Nobody responded. No one even saw that except for us. This show, not only did I see it, Lucas explicitly said, "You lie,
You're
Case."
using it right. Explicitly was last week's episode with Zach dropping bombs on the show.
Redemption is this week. Regardless. But Lucas, like I said, I've watched some hockey now, and I'm watching hockey actively. That's what you asked me to do, and that's what I am doing.
That's all I can give.
I am still sharing my opinions, and I'm glad you're sharing yours. Share more. Keep doing it. So share the show. In fact, if you guys have not pushed the bush, go ahead, push the share button. It's on the bottom left corner of your phone. I don't know where it's at on your computer because nobody really uses those anymore when we watch these things. So just share it, write a little note, say something kind or unkind, push share. What's up?
Share button is right above the chat.
It's all right. We're just using our computers right now.
No, you're watching a hockey game.
No, I'm watching you.
Also watching.
Are you?
Yeah,
You're right
currently
there.
we're on the screen.
Hey, guys.
Also, Lucas wants to fight you now,
what? That's fine.
but for some reason, you guys have gloves on.
Okay,
Because
cool.
y'all are playing hockey.
Hey, that's a term from
That's great.
hockey.
Which Case does not play,
Drop
so
the
he does
gloves.
not have
Let's
gloves
go.
on.
Oh, I get it. I totally get it.
I understood the
Yeah.
reference. Just you are not a hockey player.
Take the Ducks
I didn't
uniform
even-
off.
I didn't
Quack,
even
let's
read.
go.
Quack. Look, Lucas, I have a favorite team now. Like
Name a player on that team.
Oven Kitchen.
Nope. He plays for the Capitals.
Stats, will you please look up
Nope.
a player for me? I get a lifeline from the other fan
The
of
Ti-
the
He
Ducks.
big.
But he can't even name one.
Yeah, I can.
There are more Duck fans in this room than Dallas Stars fans.
Ryan Kessler. He's a centerman.
Boom. We don't know what that means yet, but we know him.
I bet he's in the center.
The man in the center.
What's his
Also-
last name?
Kessler.
Kessler?
Kessler.
Ryan?
Yep.
He's our favorite player. Ryan
Also-
Kessler.
I'm
What
a
number
big
is he?
fan
Also,
of
the goalie John
Corey
Duck.
Perry.
Oh,
Goldberg.
No. Corey Perry's
Yeah.
the worst. Corey Perry is the worst player. Out of any player in the NHL,
He's number 17.
I cannot stand him. So every arena he plays in, he gets booed.
Now he's my favorite player.
because he is a crybaby. He whines to the ref.
I don't
Here
like
we
He
go.
crybabies.
flops.
Oh yeah, floppers.
He has gotten a lot of penalties
Lem-
for flopping.
Riddle
What
me
about
this,
this guy?
Batman.
Jacob Silverberg.
Silverberg, he's our man.
Oh my gosh.
It's with a K, so you just gotta say it differently because it's
Ja-
spelled differently.
Jacob.
Jokov?
Shook one on the
It's
cub.
Jacob.
Jacob. I get it.
He's a right wing.
What's
Okay,
going on in NFL?
So,
So
hey.
he's the Ducks' right wing.
What he said.
Oh yeah, quack quack.
I wonder if they have a left wing.
Ty-
Rickard Rackle.
Oh, that's enough. Forget it.
hey, what's going on in NFL?
Tyson shared the show. Let's go to the NFL and stop talking about nothing. Wilson set a deadline for today for Seattle to sign him to say, hey,
Midnight Pacific.
So midnight Pacific time, which would be, it's 8:11 there right now. So there are,
Nope.
7
No. 7-Eleven.
are
We
they
are
2
2
hours behind us?
Yes.
Yeah, there's mountain time.
Been too long since I was in LA eating pancakes. So that's got to happen soon.
How are they
Uh,
compared to Brooklyn's?
Nope.
Okay.
Mm-mm. If I'm going anywhere for pancakes, I'm going to Brooklyn. I just am. That's what I'm doing. Anyway, so Wilson sets a deadline. You have some thoughts on this? Share
I
them.
do. So I think that's an interesting move because he does have one. Well, okay, I can't get a clear answer on this. He has this year already under contract, correct?
Correct.
Okay, so and he's going to get like 22 million this year.
I think so.
I think that was what his average per year with his last deal ended up being like 22 mil per year,
Yep.
something like that. So I think he's really getting like
21.9.
17. He's getting like 17 base salary and then I guess some cash.
Incentives,
15.5
things like that. Yeah.
15.5 base salary, 6.2 signing bonus.
I thought it was 17.
So
was
what's
the
his
base
total?
salary.
What's his total cash
He did
value?
restructure and he got 2 million more.
Yeah. What's his total cash value for this
like
year?
23.8 or 25.8?
If you're on Spot Track, it's the last column.
Yeah, scroll over.
You see it
15.5.
over here?
Scroll one
Total
more.
cash earning. What does that
Yearly
say?
Cash.
What does that say right there?
Yearly cash, 15.5.
Yeah. Okay. What's for this year though? What's highlighted? Nope, not that one. Go down
17.
one.
17.
Okay.
Oh, next year.
There should be one more.
So he's getting at minimum 17 million this year, which is not a bad paycheck. I do get his argument that he is undervalued, especially now with with how quarterbacks are getting paid. He is better than a lot of the quarterbacks who are getting paid higher than him. At the time he signed his contract, though, he was the second highest paid quarterback.
Yeah, he had a good. When they extended him and did his the big deal he got off of his rookie deal, he had a great deal.
Correct.
No doubt.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, second highest in value at the time.
Yeah.
And so now he's saying, hey, I want to restructure that. But basically, he has he has put a hard line in the sand, saying if we do not restructure by this time, I will not sign an extension. Where I don't know, and I don't think his agent has been very clear, is will he sit out this season?
Yeah, because that can get real awkward.
Because I think
We've seen it.
I understand saying I will not sign an extension with you. I
Right.
get saying that. I think that's a weird thing to be public about. Again, with the team, I'm just not a fan of this public fighting anymore with your contract.
That's how things are done right now. I'm not in support of it. I'm just saying that's how things are obviously happening. The problem is the players aren't winning.
Right.
Like they're losing a lot more than they're winning right now.
Well, you don't really see that in a lot of other sports. You don't see that in baseball. You don't see guys saying, I'm not going to play. But granted, they do get guaranteed money. That's
it's a
part
little
of
bit
it.
different. So I think, for Russell, he's watched as his team has been picked apart and sold off.
Yes.
And guys have not been re-signed, and he's been the pillar of that team. Obviously, he's the cornerstone of the Seattle Seahawks, period.
Because it ain't their defense anymore.
No, and for him to be that vocal, I was on both. I kind of looked at it, I was like, man, I really like Russell Wilson, and I think he should get paid. He's still in his prime. He's not going to decline for at least another 5 years. I think he's got a lot of time left. He has a full contract to lead a team and to continue to be a great quarterback and very productive.
Agreed.
And so
Doesn't have a team.
yeah, he just doesn't have one anymore. And maybe that's part of the thing. Maybe he's like, I don't want to be here unless you're going to pay me literally number one or number two kind of money, and I want it right now, or else I'm forget it.
Yeah.
It doesn't. I don't understand the paying thing like that when you don't have a team around you.
Right.
he can take a lot of it because he's mobile. He's not as mobile as he used to be, but still, the fact is that he is not the solution to the team. He's
Correct.
a part of the solution,
And
but
that's-
they need somebody else.
And that's one thing I think a lot of football players are not quite understanding when it comes to demanding getting paid more money. Is this is not the NBA, this is not the MLB. The NBA has a soft cap, and they also have the max contracts where, you know, if you're in the league for so long and you get certain incentives, you get paid a lot of money. And the MLB has no salary cap. They can pay you whatever you demand if they can float it. The NFL has a hard ceiling. They cannot pay a team over X amount of dollars. And so the
Right.
more money you take, the less there is for the rest of the team. And so, you know, when he is now going to be demanding Aaron Rodgers money, that's a lot of cash for one player. That's going to take up, you know, what percentage? Because what the salary cap's like 200 and something million a year now. And so he's already at almost 10%
Right.
of the total. Aaron Rodgers now comes in is taking 15%
Oh my gosh.
of the total roster value for 53 guys. So
Yeah.
now you have 52 guys taking up, you know, the other 85%
Yeah. Why
Well-
did the Packers suck?
'Cause-
yeah.
because all their money is tied into Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
And so that's where I think, you know, you got to have, you know, you got to have some leeway on both things. I do think he needs to get paid more if you look at the evaluation of quarterbacks now. But I also think you just can't be so demanding and saying, pay me, I'm important. That's not a good team mentality. And, you know, I'd be curious as to what's going on, you know, behind the scenes with the other players looking at that going, like, really, Russell?
Yeah.
Like, you only want to be here if you get paid? Thanks.
Yeah, that was my other side of the thought of you're the quarterback. You as the quarterback cannot have that mentality and lead. You just can't, and it will fall apart on you. If they do pay you, it's still going to be very challenging because the way that you handled it and how vocal you were about the whole thing. And even when you do get paid, like the guys that are getting paid right now, like an Aaron Rodgers, he's having to have guys come out and support him because there's been so much that's said negative about him. Like people wouldn't be arguing like, man, everybody loves him if nobody wasn't saying like, we can't stand this guy.
Yeah.
I understand the contract piece of him wanting it signed this
Yeah.
year. That part is okay, and I don't know all of the details on it, but did he come out and say he wants, you know, Aaron Rodgers money, or did he just come out and say I want the extension? Because if that's all he did, you know, we're in the same Earl Thomas book.
Yeah, I don't know what all has been said. I will say this in defense of Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers, I think, did a good job with his contract extension. He said, I would like it done this year.
Yeah.
And he was still planning on playing. He wasn't threatening to sit out or demand a trade. He was just saying, I would like to have it done. And I think that's, you know, especially in the public eye, that's a better way to do it. You can play hardball behind the scenes all you want. But, you know, when your teammates are hearing the stuff you're saying, that just doesn't. I don't know. I would be a little frustrated if like one of us was like, "Well, I deserve to be paid more. I do all of this, and so I deserve 50% of the income of all this income we get."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey man, let's throw the gloves off.
As the quarterback, you cannot have that kind of vocal encounter and lead the way you're supposed to. Period. That was my rub. Was like, you cannot do that.
And essentially saying you're going to walk. Like, either pay me or I'm going to demand a trade. He's going to pull an AB.
Yeah, which is fine for an AB's a diva. Like, great, be a diva, but you're not the leader of the team. Le'Veon Bell,
And never
you're
will
a diva, but you're not the leader of a team, and you won't be. Yeah. So,
and Lucas agrees that you don't deserve more.
Agreed. Like, I never said I did. So, nor would I say that. We said early on, if you want to know, like, the back room of our conversations, the five of us, we're taking an even split forever. So right now it's of nothing or a licorice bag.
But we're splitting it evenly.
Yeah, but it's, when it ever is, or if it ever is lucrative, it'll be split evenly between the five of us. Why? Because we all love each other, and we love getting to do the show together. We love bringing it to the people, to the bushies, and...
Yeah, that didn't work well for the AAF, though.
They tried.
We're not the AAF. we have been on air longer. Just saying.
True.
Facts.
And we owe less money.
We've invested
for being
less money.
Yeah, we have spent
and we've got about the same amount of viewers.
maybe more. There were 6. I'll say this.
We got 7 right
I'll
now.
say this. We have more viewers and interactors with this show than the Sunday night service that I launched for a year at a church in Flower Mound.
Ouch.
We wrote a song called There Were Only 8, and that was darn near true. That day that we took up that... This is funny. It's not related to sports at all. I had to take up a commitments for giving to build a new building, and there were 8 people. There were 8 actual attendees in the room. And I was like, guys, we're out of space. Clearly, there's no space in here. It's pretty funny. Not really. I didn't like that moment in my life.
So midnight tonight, if there's not a deal, then it's gonna be interesting. There was rumors floating around today that there might be some interest in trading him to New York.
Yeah. How do you like that?
I
How do you
don't
like that apple?
As a Cowboys fan, I don't like it because that means he'd be in our division. I don't like that.
And you've seen what he can do against us already in the
Yes.
playoffs.
As a football fan, would be really excited to see it happen.
Yeah, him and Saquon together.
That would be awesome. So it would have been cooler if OBJ would have still been there.
Yep.
But I'm excited about him being in Cleveland. I was watching some of that Rebuilding Cleveland today. While I was doing some work, I had it on. That's a cool show. I know it's not on the rundown here, but if you have a chance on YouTube TV to go watch Rebuilding Cleveland, some cool insights and just following the coach and watching him do things. OBJ talks on the next episode about his experience going and coming to the team. So, anyways.
That's cool.
Yeah. Draft talk. Murray maybe goes to Arizona. I think there's a chance he goes to Oakland.
Yeah.
So
Gruden seems to really like him. I also saw on CBS.com today that if there could be an opportunity, or there was somebody who was deciding that he likes this scenario, that there was a defender not Bosa going number 1 overall.
not Nick.
No, I forget who it was going to Arizona because he's saying that's really where they need some help is defense.
Offensive line. You spelled that wrong.
O-line. O-line is the biggest issue.
Was it O-line?
Yes.
Okay, sorry.
Our O-line is
Yeah.
trash.
Well, it was yeah.
Like,
It was
Complete trash.
Bad.
it was somebody I hadn't heard of, and I was like, you know what? But he made a really good point. I was like, this is their weak spot. This is
Yeah.
where they need help. And then I think Bosa going second to
49ers.
to the 49ers, and then
That makes sense.
Jets.
the number 3
Jets.
is the Jets. I thought it was the Giants.
Nope, they're 6.
Oh, then I don't know what this guy was smoking.
Where's Oakland? Are they 4?
4.
Because they had the Seahawks going at number 3 with Murray because they traded.
Yeah, trading up.
Yep, because they
From
traded.
21.
Here's
3.
what I know. Those mock drafts are stupid.
Yep.
Period.
I want a job where I can just make up stuff,
Well, the Seahawks.
And be wrong about it.
and it's okay.
You get paid to be wrong.
I could do that.
Who
Case can do that.
I
He
can
takes
do
wrong
that
all the time.
all day long. Heck
without
yeah.
trying.
I can make it sound. I can make being stupid sound intelligent. It's not hard.
No, it's
So it's just not.
not. That's why we have a talk show.
That's why we have a show. So I think there is a possibility, though, that Oakland trades up and goes after him. And definitely if he slides, I think Oakland's going to take him and get rid of Carr, save some cap space, and see what happens. And then Carr gets shopped and maybe ends up in Washington.
Do the Raiders have 2 first-round picks?
They have 3.
They have 3.
Wow.
Yeah, they have all kinds of cash
I mean,
sitting in their pocket.
what are they going to give up to get that
Derek Carr,
to move up? Derek Carr?
and probably 2 of those
2 of those
first round
picks.
picks.
Yeah, which if I was Oakland, I would.
That seems like a big waste. I mean, you got Carr, who I think is a good quarterback, but has not really had the right.
Overrated.
He's not. I mean, I didn't say he's great. I think he's good. I think he can be a quarterback for a winning team, for sure. But you got to use those 3 picks wisely.
I would consider, since you have 3, I would consider trading 2, and then you have him and another one. You could take Murray, take your other first-round pick. You could shop Carr. You're going to save the cap space and then invest that, spread it around, because now I've got a quarterback on a 5-year deal, on a rookie deal, that is a fraction of what Carr is on.
Yeah.
And it allows me to invest more in my O-line and then begin to look at my defensive needs. And not only that, I'm moving to Vegas. Murray is more of a Vegas splash than Carr is.
How do you think AB will respond when Murray is getting all the attention and running with the ball?
I think AB does what he does. He's a diva.
Yeah, AB and Carr seems like a bad match.
That's a bad mix anyways.
I don't think Murray and AB is the answer, though.
Who is AB good with?
Himself.
The bench.
Well, there you go. So, anyways,
Yeah.
Lucas Biggs, huge OU fan, but I wouldn't give up Carr for Murray, and I wouldn't draft him for the Cards.
Amen.
That's fair. We're still going to happen probably, though.
Yeah, I think the Cardinals will take him.
I think they will. I think that's...
Oh, sorry to interrupt. They're re-showing this replay. Oven Kitchen got into a fight earlier today, knocked a kid out.
Yeah.
sweet.
Cold. It was
Love
an
it.
embarrassment for that kid because he's the one who picked
Well,
the fight.
Ooh, that's
And then they
even
went on
worse.
to lose 0-5.
Yeah.
Tyson Linrose, drafting a mobile QB is a quicker solution than signing 5 linemen.
Just run away.
That's
Run away.
not false.
We're in a conversation right now.
Okay, cool.
That's definitely a
Tyson
short-term solution, but it is a solution.
It is a solution. I just
How'd that
think
work for
from-
Cam Newton?
He went to Super Bowl.
And then he walked out of the press conference.
Which
Yeah,
I'm
but-
totally okay with.
I'm good with that too.
But
Cam's his
also,
own
he
guy.
doesn't have Cam size. So I think he's going to learn.
Yeah.
Murray's going to learn a lot harder that being a mobile quarterback in the NFL is not going to go as well as it did
It's
in college.
more
Well,
challenging.
I mean, Russell Wilson was able to do it. He's definitely like if you look at his stats of early on when he came out, his mobility compared to what he's done lately. A lot of people blame the mediocrity out of Seattle on his lack of mobility as of late. The stats were way better years back when he first started and he was a mobile quarterback. It's all about the system, right?
Yeah, it is about the
So,
system and how you fit
what you
and
got
how
around
respond.
you.
True. So again, I think from the Oakland standpoint, my argument is simply I think Gruden likes him. He likes that kind of splash. They're going to Vegas. Carr being, he's much more of a conservative athlete than, and I don't mean on the field. I mean as a personality, much more conservative. I think Murray fits better personality-wise in Vegas than Carr does as they get ready to sell tickets and build a fan base. And it just like that storyline makes more sense to me from a franchise and a money perspective than and I think right now they're having to play that card like, okay, we want to win, but at the same time we have to strategically market ourselves while we move.
Well, they got Gruden, who's pretty much like the Donald Trump of the NFL.
Yeah, true.
Will say whatever
Yeah.
and what he wants.
And
And then you got AB.
Yeah, he knows more than everybody else.
Yeah.
He's watched more film than anybody because he worked for ESPN.
I mean,
Yeah.
that dude will be up and down the strip, just
Handing out flyers.
absolutely.
Come watch us play football.
I don't know if you know who I am, but
But
I've been called the GOAT once or twice.
By a couple people. So, anyways, moving on. Adam Thielen signs a long-term deal with Minnesota. He has a 4-year extension on top of the 2 that are left right now, so he's got another 6 left in Minnesota playing with Kirk Cousins.
Poor
Really
guy.
cool storyline there. A guy that was undrafted, not even invited to the combine, and ends up being a top 5 receiver production-wise over the last couple years.
Yep.
So-
He how many games in a row did he have 10 catches for 100 yards?
9, maybe 8. It was
Or he
either
had
8 or
over
9.
100 yards?
100-yard games, 8 consecutive. I believe it was 8 consecutive. It tied Megatron's record.
It was impressive.
Yeah, incredible.
Yeah.
A white guy.
And he signed 4 years, 64 mil?
64 mil,
Ooh.
35 of which is guaranteed, which is interesting because that's the same amount of guaranteed money that Le'Veon Bell got.
Huh.
Wow.
Interesting.
Who'd have known?
And he wasn't dramatic about it.
Who'd have thought?
Interesting.
And he still had 2 years left on his deal.
Who'd have known?
Flew
And
under the radar with renegotiating his deal.
yeah.
That's called a win.
Yeah.
Ken Griffey would have done this. So would we. So, anyways.
And we do.
Tyson Lenro's a mobile QB, and Kingsbury's system is sustainable at least until they fix the O-line. Love Thielen, best out of nowhere story in recent memory. That is true. Adam Thielen, cool story. Hats off to that guy. Going and getting paid.
You're doing something
Playing
right.
more ball. And Hogan, Chris Hogan, is gone from the Patriots. On his
See
way
ya.
to the Carolina Panthers. Interesting enough that you had mentioned Cam Newton. He's got a new receiver.
I like that.
Thank goodness.
I like that move, man. Because his best receiver is Christian McCaffrey.
Who's a running back.
Who's a running back?
But man, he's fun to watch.
Maybe
McCaffrey is incredible.
That guy's been fun to watch since he was playing for the Cardinal.
One of the
So-
best white running backs of our time.
The best in the league right now.
I don't know if I could name another white running back.
There you go.
So the poll's pretty low. So the standard was
So
was
he-
way down here. But he's also one of the best running backs in the league,
Oh,
Yeah.
true.
regardless of
Yeah.
his skin color. He is amazing. he catches and runs. And he does everything. Him and Saquon Barkley, they're gonna be fun to watch for the next 5 years.
Yeah, they are. Great running backs.
But they're
on-
very similar. That big build, but they can move.
They can move.
and they can catch. I love it.
Yeah, great versatile running backs. So
I mean, when Saquon can catch a touchdown from OBJ, that's Saquon
Yeah.
lost his best quarterback in New York.
Poor guy.
yeah. So the
Rip.
revolving door of wide receivers in New England
Yes.
clearly is still wide open and doing this.
Ouch. Lucas
So-
actually just called Hogan another mediocre wide receiver.
No, that's fine. He had some good years in New England, and we'll move on and make some money, and we'll see what happens.
Walks
with
away
him
with a
next.
couple rings, so
Yeah.
you can't be too mad about that.
2 rings and not a bad run.
Not a
we had
bad
some
gig.
success back in his day. So, be interesting to see how long Edelman stays in New England.
Yeah.
When his contract is up, what they do with him, they're gonna do the same thing they always do. And
Say see ya.
later Braxton Berrios will step in and they'll keep going.
And the machine is well oiled.
Moving on.
The Bushy Express.
Jumping on. MLB. What's we got? Davis goes 0-54. Is that right? 0-54. Ends the streak. Finally got a hit.
And then he got a home run today.
Dang it, Chris Davis.
He went yesterday against Boston. He went 3 for 4, I believe.
Wow. Seriously?
Yeah, and then he had a home run
He
against
was
Boston
due.
today.
He was definitely due.
You know what we always say? It's not about how you start.
Yep. It's about how you hit the ball.
You know what? And he has had a good attitude throughout this whole thing. Like, he was actually kind of making some jokes after it finally ended. And actually, so after he got that hit, he was on first base. He looked at the pitcher and asked if he could have the ball.
Dude,
as a joke. He wasn't being serious, but
if you can go that long, I was shocked he was still playing. I was surprised they didn't move him down and be like,
just to give him some hits.
go get some hits and then come back up like that. But they were winning. Baltimore was winning, and so it's like, well,
But you don't pay a guy that money and send him to AAA.
that's true too. That much money, it's like, no, he's gonna get a hit. It's finally gonna end. But congratulations, Chris Davis. 1, you set a record that will never be broken, and number 2, you finally got out of it. So
I think Bryce could break it.
If anybody can be mediocre, it's Bryce Harper.
it's
I'm
Tim
sorry.
Tebow.
He's really good.
Him too.
He's playing well this season.
He is playing really, really well,
but not
So
as good as Mike Trout.
Hats off to
Tebow?
Yeah, the Tebow is not playing well. He's batting under 200 right now. It's low.
LOL.
Best quarterback ever.
I'll
It's
be honest.
low.
I will take shots at you for the rest of the night after the
is.
golf.
It is. That's fine. I don't care. I can take it.
I know you can. I can't. That's why I have to fight back.
That's fair. So
Tyson, I actually don't know Elvis's numbers, so if you can throw those on there or Stack, I can look them up. That'd be
he's
interesting.
he's
What do you
hitting
wanna
over
know?
300. He's like 370 something right now. That may be too high. It's over 300. Maybe
414.
345.
He's hitting 414 right now. Woo.
Elvis?
Oh, my
Ooh.
Atlanta.
I mean, it was 375 the other day, then, wasn't it?
What is that? What is the actual? What is the?
Wow.
How many hits? What? Yeah.
24.
Give it.
24 hits,
And how many at bats?
58.
Man, that's good.
He's hitting the ball a lot.
Woo.
He is hitting a lot. Nobody else is hitting.
Well, I watched Joey Gallo hit his 5th home run earlier today.
Wow.
That's
Single
not
shot?
bad.
Solo dinger.
Solo dinger. That's
Joey Gallo, the king of solo dingers.
No, that's
Hats
the
off to you.
Rangers.
the Texas.
I say
Texas
Elvis has
Rangers.
3.
Well,
Solo dingers.
Wow.
Just
We're good
no
at it.
lines.
so Boston is not doing too well this year, but Tampa,
There it is.
What's going on with those guys?
They got a pretty sweet pitching staff down there. They re-signed. What was his name? That kid. They gave him a pretty big deal this year. But their pitching lineup is pretty good. They surprised everybody, especially being in a division with the Yankees, with the Red Sox. Tampa looks good.
Tampa. That's TAMPA, all capital.
I know I misspelled it. Sorry.
Did you? No, it says. Oh yeah, you didn't put the caps in
Yeah,
there.
it's not Caps. It is on the NHL though.
Well, thank goodness.
Instead of Tampa, good. It's Tampa.
Good.
Yo, Justice said hello to Coach Case.
What's up, Justice? So early predictions in MLB. Who do you think is going to take it? Not Tampa.
I don't know. Tampa could do it.
Okay.
Tampa could do it, but I got to go with my Astros.
Okay.
They have won 9 in a row.
Excellent.
They are
They're amazing again.
They are the hottest team in MLB right now.
Okay.
Probably because they play in Houston.
Huh?
Nothing. Just hot
It's
joke.
hot there.
Oh.
He was making a funny.
So they went out because the Mariners were looking good. They were 13-2
Yes.
going against that series against the Astros. Now they're 13-5. They lost all 3 games against the Astros at home.
The Stros said.
Yeah, Astros have won 3 series. They have swept 3 series in a row. One against the Yankees, and then they did against what was the best team in MLB at the time, and now they've taken that spot.
They had a slow start. Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't
They
look
did.
good at first. They couldn't get any run support, but like I said, now
Just turned
they're
around.
now in the last 10 games they're 9-1 with
Now-
9 in a row.
The machine is oiled once again, and
Altuve hit 6 home runs in 5 games. So he had a home run. He had at least a home run in 5 games. One of them he had 2.
that's a lot of dingers.
If he
Yeah.
can stay healthy,
Oh,
which, I mean, that's one person. There's so much talent on that team. It's scary,
So
and
much
how
talent.
young the talent is too is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's almost not fair when you look at that lineup.
Yeah.
Offensively, I mean, even defensively, that whole infield,
Strong.
not much getting past him.
That bullpen's good.
Yeah.
But I'm biased.
Tyson Linarose, we need to give him a shout out. He shared the show tonight. He is officially taking credit for the growing viewership by 1 tonight. So thank you,
Hey, it only takes one.
TL, for sharing the show, pushing the bush, and then getting us one more viewer. We deeply appreciate that from the heart.
I got Milwaukee going.
I like that.
It's been
They're also
time.
good.
I like that.
They were close-ish last year.
Okay.
They're knocking on the door, and
Christian Yelich is so good.
I think it's about time.
I'm rooting for Philly this year.
Interesting.
Huh.
Yeah. Because of Bryce Harper
Hmm.
and because of Andrew McCutcheon. I like both of those guys.
But a little bit more because of Harper.
Yeah, more because of Harper, but I do like
Is
McCutcheon.
it because of his hair?
it's Harper. So his hair, and he wears cool gloves, and I just like the combos he puts on. So I'm rooting for them. I'm also rooting for San Diego, not because of
What's his name? Hang on, nobody say it. You got this. Come on. Come on.
I know it's
Macho man.
Machacho.
Macho.
Why did I lose it?
Manny Machado.
Yeah, Machado. My boy Kinsler plays for the Padres, and so rooting for them, which is also our segue to the Sod Poodle update.
There we go.
The Padres AA team that is found their home at Hodgetown in Amarillo, Texas. They have been playing some lights out baseball. They had their
As
first,
of recently.
After a slow start.
the first ever inside the park home run happened at Hodgetown, I believe this weekend. And so their center fielder hits a bomb to center field. Oddly enough, he plays center, but then he's batting, and so hits a bomb. His name is Buddy something. Buddy Gates, maybe?
Buddy something.
Buddy something. He's number one in
Buddy.
your program and number one in your hearts. Buddy Gates, we're going to call him right now. He hits one, bounces off the wall, and by the time they pick the ball up and threw it to the cutoff man, the dude's crossing home. I mean, he is a speedy little man, Buddy Reed.
Yeah, there it is.
But we call him Gates. It's a nickname we gave him here on the show. And so
'Cause we're
as
such big
the
fans.
as the official, unofficial podcast, videocast of the Sod Poodles, there it is.
Yeah, turn that up.
Come on with it.
What are we listening to?
This is the Sod Poodle transition.
Anthem.
The Sod Poodles.
That's right.
yeah.
They're called
So
the Sod
I should have wrote that song. How did we not write that?
We could have wrote.
We could have written
We
that.
have a folk band, FDR's Wheelchair.
Yeah, if you've never heard our folk band, you can check us out on Spotify, FDR's Wheelchair. None of our music is there. It will never be. But if
But
it
just
was,
keep searching.
If it was, it would be pretty sick.
We're gonna create a
So-
demand first. We're gonna have
Right.
all the Google and Spotify searches before we even record an album.
Before we drop anything. And so
We got a great song about being a professional bowler.
That's right. Took Myself on the PBA Tour will be the hit single from album 1 on FDR's Wheelchair. So keep a lookout for that, you Sod Poodle fans. Moving on.
Hey, they're
anything
coming.
else?
They're coming to town next month. Are we?
We are. We're gonna go.
Okay. We
Yeah,
got
I
to figure
bought
out
my
what night.
ticket.
Oh.
Which night?
All right. Look at
All of
them. all the nights will be there. Hey, will you look up the dates and let's pick a date? Let's go and we'll announce it to the.
They're
fans
yeah.
and
They're
y'all
here
can meet us.
mid-May. They're here Friday, Saturday, Sunday night.
Okay.
I
cool.
believe it's like the 16th, 17th, 18th.
Friday Night Lights, baby. Let's do it.
We are gonna paint our chest and we are gonna make more noise than anybody else in the stands.
Well, I don't
for
think
the
that's
Sod
true.
Poodles.
Wrong.
Yes, we are.
My chest will
Yes, be
not
painted.
be painted.
Yes, it will be. I'm gonna wear number 1 painted with Gates on the back for Buddy.
They play at Frisco the 28th through the 30th, which
Okay.
is
Oh,
Tuesday
I-
through Thursday.
I nailed it.
Yikes. Okay.
Are you sure?
The 28th.
Yeah, of May.
uh,
Oh, and they also play in the middle, 16th through the 19th,
Okay.
which
There it
is
is.
Hey.
Thursday through.
are you on the
Sunday.
Sod Poodles website?
Yep,
Okay, red is home.
right, which means they got to go away to Frisco,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Which is
you're,
right here.
You're right, Blake.
Okay.
Yeah, you're good.
So when is
and then they're also coming into town
16th,
the 28th, to the 31st.
17th, 18th, 19th.
Okay. I am gone the 28th.
So we got to do that first homestand.
Yeah.
Or the first. Frisco
Obviously, I'm not
homestand.
going to the game during the week. I don't know about you guys. I ain't showing up. I ain't showing up to my real job with a painted chest the next morning. I won't do it. We are the official podcast.
Unofficial.
Well, I mean,
Unofficial.
you'll have
But
a shirt
I
on.
draw the line.
You'll have the shirt on.
No,
Yeah.
you'll still see it.
Nah.
I don't wear a shirt to work. Okay,
You wear a jacket. You had a jacket on last week.
it's hot now. I don't wear.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
But he doesn't.
He either wears jackets or he's just shirtless.
Just remember,
No in between.
he works in IT, so he doesn't have human interaction, so he can wear whatever he wants.
Just do whatever you
Speaking of shirtless,
you.
quack,
Quack,
quack, quack, quack,
No NBA.
Quack.
quack,
quack,
We're gonna skip.
quack,
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 quack, quack, quack, quack, quack, quack, quack, quack, quack, quack, quack, quack. Go Ducks! All right, so we're gonna move to NHL. We're gonna be back for NBA here in a minute. I know we switched it up, but since we were talking about being topless, Blake is now gonna take his shirt off, and we're going to do
It's
topless Dr. Blake Graham hockey talk segment right now.
Can we get some beatboxing?
Yeah,
for this segment?
throw down this. You want us to do it?
Yeah.
Stats.
I don't think produce is that quick.
take it away.
All right.
I thought we were
Oh,
going.
are we both going?
That was
Yeah.
the best beatbox.
We do it together.
He's not taking his shirt off, guys. What's going on?
Take your shirt off, man.
no.
Take your shirt off, Blake. Take your shirt.
All right, get into
All
it.
right.
Hey,
Everybody's excited.
Whatever. Do your segment.
we're in the middle of some great playoff hockey right now.
Who's winning Dallas in the Huaraches
In the
at
what?
the moment?
In the who?
The Huaraches.
The Predators?
Yep.
The mariachi band.
Right now it's 0-0. Nashville has 14 shots on goal, while Dallas has 13. There's still 16:31 left. Oh, and the Predators just scored. Thank you very much.
We got a real barn burner.
It is 0-1 to the Stars. We are losing right now.
Granted, both of the games before, the team that has scored first has ended up losing the game. So,
Here we go.
Yeah.
so who knows? Anything can happen.
Anything can happen in hockey.
but-
anything.
Like we talked about last week
Literally.
with our
Anything.
with our boy Zach. So it looks like the President's Cup curse may still last because Tampa is down 0-3 to Columbus Blue Jackets.
Yikes.
Tampa was down 0-2 as of this morning, but that has
Nope.
increased.
No, they were down
They lost
0-3
last
this
night?
morning. Yes.
My thing didn't update because it 0-2 today when I was checking. I was checking hockey. Lucas, I was checking NHL.
How are the Carolina Panthers doing?
Well, they're not doing anything right now, but the Carolina Hurricanes,
Harachis.
That's
they are down in the series 2-1. They won tonight 5-0 against the Washington Capitals.
yep.
And then the other team that's on the verge of being swept is also the Pittsburgh Penguins.
Ooh, the Penguins.
They are down 0-3.
Yeah. Also, there's an NBA team named the Penguins, but they're not. They're the Pelicans. I learned that this year. In podcasting competency training, which is live for us. We don't go to class. We do it on the show. I learned that New Orleans team is not called the Penguins. They're the Pelicans.
Also,
My bad.
in my defense last week, there is a team called the Carolina Panthers. They're not an NHL team, but they are a team.
Yeah, in
And
the
then-
NFL.
And then there is an NHL team called the Florida Panthers. So I feel like my mistake is a little forgivable. It's forgivable.
Forgivable. Yeah. I
But-
mean,
but
if we could let go what we let go this last year, then this is forgivable.
We forgive, but we never forget.
Yeah. And I'm not even going to bring up what we did forgive because we're moving on. That's how forgiven you are for that thing.
Awesome.
Redemption.
I don't even know what we're talking about, but
We're talking about redemption
But go hockey.
and the Super Bowl.
yes.
There, okay.
Okay.
I knew it was coming.
So right now, the series for Dallas and Nashville is tied 1-1. We are in the second period. Currently, while this game is going on, I don't know because the game was still going on, but Toronto was up against Boston. They were tied 1-1 going into tonight as
What's
well.
Toronto's mascot?
Blue Jays.
The Maple Leafs.
3-2.
They won 3-2. Okay, so Maple Leafs are up 2-1.
The ties are a breaking.
Are there Maple Leafs that are blue?
No.
Okay.
That's how cold it is in Canada.
It's that cold in Canada.
I can
The
attest.
leaves turn blue during hockey season.
Yeah.
So Tampa's going to get swept, possibly, and the curse continues from the President's Cup.
Yeah. I'm kind of hoping so because I think the biggest threat out of the East could be taken down in the first round, which is kind of embarrassing because that great season is all for naught.
All for naught.
Are we in the East?
No, we're in the West.
Okay.
Who are we? The Ducks?
The
The
Stars.
Ducks are definitely
The
in the
Ducks
West.
are also in the West, but
we're
they
out.
were one of the worst teams in the league this year.
Which is why we're real fans.
They had a tough
West Side
West
Ducks.
Side,
Quack,
baby.
quack,
tough
quack.
division.
Hmm.
You know,
Yeah. The
Yeah.
West is a tough division.
it's like the Rangers. You know, we're in last place, just a tough division.
Hey, this is what I want to know. Who has seen the Stars playoff promo video featuring one of our very own waving a towel over his head? It should have been his shirt, but it wasn't.
No,
How
it
does
was
that feel?
It was one of the shirts because in hockey you wear multiple.
Oh, okay.
It's Canada.
I don't know.
Do you wear a lot of clothes to play hockey?
Hey,
How do you feel? How did you feel when you saw yourself on the video?
Pretty normal.
Can you reenact it?
I mean, I guess that's kind of cool, but
Pretty normal.
where I sit, there's a lot of cameras, so
He's
I'm
a
on
doctor.
TV pretty
He's
often.
famous.
Guys, I'm kind of a big deal. I sit right behind the dugout, also known as the pen, also known as the bucket, also known as the penalty box, also known as the player's box. What is it called?
The bench.
Dang it.
I like the pin better.
I sit,
The bucket.
The bucket, yeah. The pin bucket.
I'm sitting behind the pen bucket, and there's cameras all over me. Like, When the game starts, they're filming Dr. Blake Graham to go, what is he going to do tonight? What is it? And yet we have no viewers from your FaceTime. Because you haven't taken a sign yet that says Bush League Sports Show, the best B-rated sports show, live on Facebook every Monday night at 8:45 and YouTube or on iTunes. Or you can follow us at BL Sports Show on Instagram. Check out the sports memes and sports debates. If you're not following us, go ahead and follow us there. Have a good time and join in the fun because people love to cuss at each other in those comment threads.
Yes, we got to share this comment from the Facebook feed. So Jay Larson, he commented with, true story, I drank tequila from the Stanley Cup when Dallas won the Stanley Cup in 1999. I watched Mike Modano sink the cup in Pantera's guitar-shaped swimming pool while riding it in his underwear. That is a great story.
Quick correction. He said he sick the cup in.
Well, I corrected
But
it
that's fine.
because then he corrected later.
I just want to note that that's even more fun that he said sick.
What a great story.
That's an awesome story, dude. Thank you for sharing that tonight. Jay, hats off to you for drinking tequila out of the Stanley Cup. That's pretty cool.
Not many people can say they've done that.
That's just a fraction of what Tiger Woods was doing last night. Just going to say.
We would like to invite you, Jay. Can you hand me the trophy? Jay, we would love to invite you to come drink out of this cup on air, on the show, live with us. You can pour tequila in this baby. Thank you. Dang it. I was watching you point. I was like, man, I'm looking at that camera. And I was like, oh, the other camera. My bad. So we want to invite you, Jay, to come drink and get sick on the show right here out of the honorary mention, not Stanley Cup. We call this the Bucket Cup. Right?
Do we?
Do we just name it?
Yeah, we just named it the Bucket Cup.
Okay.
Isn't that cool? It's the Bucket Cup.
The Bushy Cup.
It's the Buck Up.
The Bushy Bucket Cup. Please come and drink out of this thing. Give us a day when you can come. We'd love to have you on the show sharing your story about drinking the tequila out of the Stanley Cup. That might be fun to do during the Stanley Cup.
We can have more hockey talk?
Yeah, sure.
If the
Sounds like you
Stars
said honky tonk.
if the Stars win the cup, can you get your hands on it?
Probably not.
But you're famous and on TV.
You're on camera all the time.
Yeah, that doesn't give me the right to the Stanley Cup. Also, the Stars are on
What are we
5-on-3
doing
penalty
talking about
play.
hockey? Move on. I'm kidding. What did you say?
The Stars have a 5-on-3 power play right now.
That means there's two guys in the bucket right now?
Yes.
The pin.
Two guys from Nashville are in the pen right now.
They're
Man,
in
that
the
sucks.
stall.
Get in the stall. You fouled somebody. Get your hockey pants
You found
in the stall.
Oh man.
Cut that chatter.
Got it. All right. Anything else? Canes are all the hype. And moving on? Or you got anything else you want to say?
No, that's good.
Okay, cool. How much time is left in the Stars game right now?
There's 12:41 left in the second period, so there's still a whole other period that I got to stay up and watch.
Excellent. All right. So moving on. NBA once again. Magic. If we're going to talk about LA, we're going to talk about Magic Johnson. He has resigned as well as Walton is gone. Everybody has left the building.
Except for LeBron.
LeBron.
Well, actually, he is gone. He is on vacation. His first early vacation in a long time. And I think he's enjoying it.
Poor guy.
We want to present today the LeBron Bushy Bucket Trophy to Magic Johnson and Walton at the same time for all their efforts in LA. For all the years we have been Lakers fans.
They tried.
Good effort, guys. You lost.
You gave it your all.
Not only did you lose, but you went and you got LeBron and you paid him more money, and you have the same record as you did the year before.
And then you tried to trade everybody on the team to get Anthony Davis.
And epically failed.
So,
I mean,
all we're saying is Pepper would probably do a better job.
I don't know. Could Pepper get LeBron?
I
to
wouldn't
LA?
take him.
I'd
Ooh.
fire his butt.
I mean,
I'd say you get your LeBrons and you get them out.
honestly, I would make him coach
Would you?
and play. Honestly, in that may, hey, if anybody's listening, that may not be a bad idea.
Just let
He
it.
clearly, after Luke Walton got out, there was rumors that Ty Lue was going to come back.
Yeah.
And I was like, are you, what?
Didn't he have him fired in Cleveland?
Exactly. And so, hey, let's take this guy who clearly cannot deal with LeBron.
Yeah.
Let's bring him to where LeBron's at now. This is a great idea.
We could ask.
It's probably one of the only people LeBron could actually respect. So
That's why I say he should coach himself.
Yeah, that was an element of that story that came out about Donkey Rogers that he was saying was false, but I kind of believe it.
I do too.
That somebody was saying that if Aaron Rodgers thinks he has more football knowledge than you, he does not respect you, and I think that falls in the same category as LeBron. If he thinks he knows more about basketball than you, he's not going to listen to you. And that was, I think, the whole dynamic between him and Luke Walton. They were drafted in the same draft class, and Luke Walton's already out and coaching. LeBron is still playing at a high level, and I think he just never fully respected him. And that's hard to manage.
Riddle me this, Batman. And this is a serious question. As a doctor, if someone of lesser experience, of lesser education, of lesser qualifications, and even maybe intelligence were to sit down with you, but another doctor, so same field, all that kind of stuff, but you far outweigh, do you have a greater or lesser level of respect, or is it on the same playing field?
Excellent question.
That is an excellent question. I think it would depend on the situation. I think if I was being instructed to do something that was not appropriate for my patients, I would start to lose patience.
Right.
I would lose my patience with dealing with him.
Right.
That happens pretty often, and even with people who are higher than me, I end up losing respect for because what they're saying is not what's best for what's going on. But in this sense of athletics, the coach has a better view of what's going on with the court and trying to manage multiple people than a player does on the court at any given time. A single athlete sees what he sees going on. A coach sees everything that's going on. And I think that is where the true coach-player dynamic has to come in.
A good coach, though, will see that.
Yes.
Luke
and
Walton.
He may not, but I do still think
He's pretty tall. He should get a good overview.
I think at that level, and I hear what you're saying, and I get and understand, like, there's a dynamic presented inside the sport, period. Coach and player, like, that's a natural thing that is a part of the system. At the same time, a player of LeBron's caliber, or any player at that level, should probably know what's going on with the whole team, because you have enough invested film-wise, time-wise, relationship-wise, gym time-wise, your workouts in the weight room. You should have just as good of knowledge as anybody else does of what's going on inside that group of, how many guys are on a squad? 15?
Sure.
I think
At a given time?
10, but not in the
We gotta
middle of
know
a
that.
game.
No, yeah, in the middle of a game, absolutely. But I'm saying from a standpoint of speaking into,
Yeah, the team.
like, the dynamic, what's happening, what's going wrong right now, why are we not winning overall? How many?
Minimum of 13,
Okay.
Like
Maximum.
10 suit up, right?
12 active plus 1 inactive.
Okay.
All right.
Huh, okay. Split the middle.
You gotta have a veteran coaching. LeBron.
Yes.
There's
Agreed.
no
you
other
can't have a
person.
rookie walk in, or
Yeah.
any newbie, or anybody younger.
LeBron does need to have a say in this coaching hire.
I think Aaron Rodgers should too. I know I just shifted gears, but just because he got brought up a second ago, I think Rodgers, because of, he's a phenomenal player in a lot of years and helps run the team on the field, he should have a say, at least be at the table during some interviews.
Yep.
And I think LeBron should have that as well. I would support both of those opinions.
I don't think Rodgers is at that level. I think LeBron is.
Okay.
I think he's a lot. When you look at, obviously you can't it's comparing apples to oranges, but when LeBron, yeah, I don't know.
I like oranges
That's
better.
Tyson Rose said, "Don't forget, Walton was running the Warriors during their best regular season."
Baloney. Not. I don't agree with that.
Sandwich or just straight bologna?
Just that's the sandwich. So
Can you spell that?
We can take it out a little bit. but-
BULL hyphen A hyphen, that's capital
Capital
LO
hyphen.
LON
It's not the underscore. It's
E
the
E
underscore.
E hyphen LY.
Wow.
Bull loney.
That's
Lee.
that's
That was a
coach-
journey right there.
You're
Like
welcome.
I just went through
You're
something.
welcome. That's called quality storytelling.
And like crust, no crust.
That's basically like saying I'm an Uber driver, but I drive a Tesla and it's on autopilot. That's literally what that is. Because
Wait,
that
when I spelled it?
no, Luke Walton coaching
my
the
bad. Okay,
Warriors.
no, I'm sorry.
That's-
I got lost in my baloney story.
That's a team that you literally pick
So
the
did the
same
rest of us.
5 guys, put them on the court, and they will win you the game.
Oh, that's fair. You know what I want to watch tonight? That movie where
Mighty Ducks D2.
Yep. No, the one where that guy goes to like South Texas and takes that team and goes and wins a national championship. Don't remember what it's called.
Every sports movie.
Was that
There it is.
Boom.
was that Glory Road?
Yeah, that one. I like that show.
That was a good story, though.
All right. So
Yeah, it's Glory Road. I got you.
how do we segue from Magic's gone, LeBron should have a say, Durant gets ejected again?
Yeah, him and
Cool.
I forget his name.
Draymond.
No, him and another player. They got into a
Westbrook.
couple- They got
No,
into a couple
yeah.
altercations, and so they both got ejected with like a minute left.
I
But
didn't
that
write
was
this
his,
in here, so I don't know anything about this.
yeah, put that in there. That was his like 7th ejection this season.
Which, compared to Russell Westbrook, is nothing.
How many has he had this season?
He reached that max, didn't he? Like 16?
He was suspended a game.
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure that that is a, like, 16, 14, something like that.
Pat Beverly. That's who he got into a altercation with.
He said
Thanks, Hayden.
after the game in the press conference how much like he respected him. He's like, that boy's from
Yeah.
Chicago. He plays a different style of game.
I do kind of feel sorry for KD though, because reporters keep asking him where he's going to go this offseason. And he keeps telling them, I'm not talking about the offseason. I'm here to win a championship. And they keep asking him that question. And I'm getting annoyed with him. And I don't even care. I don't even care where he's going. But he keeps saying, I'm not going to talk about it. And what do?
They keep asking.
How can you not like a guy that does that? At least respect him.
Yeah, I respect him, and he's
That's
good.
crazy.
Yeah. And he's saying, like, listen, my focus is on this season. First off, he can't even talk to another team. He's under contract. That's called tampering.
That's
Yeah.
a foul.
It's a foul.
Tampa, a ring.
Tampa.
That's where they named it after. That's how bad Tampa
That's how
is.
bad it is in Tampa.
If you
a
act like
ring.
if you act like you're in Tampa,
Tampa ain't ever gonna have a ring, and you can't tampering with players under contract. You just can't do it.
Can't do it. Won't do it.
Ain't gonna do it.
Yeah.
Bumfounded over there. However, Zion Williamson has come out and said he's not going back to Duke. He is what's it called?
entering the
Declaring?
draft.
Thank you. I almost said registering.
Declaring.
He'll be registering for the draft.
Well, he will be
Sign
doing
my
that
name.
too.
Enter.
Enter the form.
Yeah. Go.
Check the box. Yes, I am playing.
Thank you. I want to play basketball. So he's probably going to go number 1. We don't know who's going to draft number 1 yet, do we? Because
It's
like
a
a
lottery.
lottery.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I thought didn't they choose the lottery the other day, or was that just the NHL?
that was the NHL.
That was NHL.
Yeah. So is anybody going to beat Golden State this year? I
No.
say no.
No.
Okay, great. So we solved that problem. We don't even need to talk about the NBA playoffs because
Welcome to this
It'll
sports show. Poop.
it'll be a great
What up, poop?
It'll be a great
Poop.
series once Houston and Golden State meet.
Well, yeah, which will be next round.
Yeah.
All
They're
right.
they're meeting early.
I know what I'm
which
watching.
I know the NBA is not happy about that because the
Baseball?
Rockets
Yeah.
lost that last game, so they dropped to number 4. So the way it's seeded, they would face Golden State in the second round instead
Yeah.
of the championship. And so yeah, I know NBA execs were not happy with that because that means
Not happy.
the Western Conference viewership is going to be way down.
But it'll be good.
Not happy.
It'll be good from a competitive standpoint that they won't have to play them after 2 series,
Yes,
just 1.
yeah,
Because those series, I mean, just as in hockey, they are best of 7.
best of 7. I think the first round best of 5, or am
I
I
think
making
so.
that up?
I think it's best of
Snodgrass, New York Knicks have the first pick. So I guess they did pick the lottery.
Okay.
Lottery pick
there it is. Thank you,
May
Blake.
14th.
May 14th.
Okay, I think they have the most chance.
The highest.
I think the Knicks have the highest
There it
chance
is.
of getting the first draft pick, but I don't think it's
Still
happened
not
yet
for sure.
My new team is the Brooklyn Nets.
because of Jay-Z.
Pancakes.
Because of pancakes.
Pancakes.
Come on, Blake.
And they wear cool jerseys. The black
What
and
if their
white,
mascot was
pretty
the
cool.
pancakes? That'd be pretty sick.
I'm gonna call them and suggest it. Why don't you put pancakes in the net? Huh? Replace the ball
that'd be pretty
with
dope.
pancakes. Put it in the net. We're golden.
Replace, and then the net is actually made out of like funnel cake.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty
What do you
sick.
have to lose? Nothing.
Ants.
Tyson,
No, you
All
would
rounds are
gain
best of seven.
ants.
Yeah, you're gonna gain them. You're not gonna lose them. It's gonna be great. Best
Tyson.
of 7.
Tyson coming in. Knicks have the most balls in the
'Cause
lottery.
In the lottery, they have the most balls.
I get it.
It's funny.
I thought
The balls part is funny.
Always.
That's an absolute wagon full of balls that they're taking to put in the lottery.
Absolute
That's
wagon.
what I'm talking about right now. So, anything else that we want to discuss on the sports show that having to do with sports? Nothing? Hey, again, the whole point of the show is for you to share your thoughts, share the show, like the show, put the thumbs up, put the heart button, all those great things. Any of that stuff helps us. If you'll go back, if you'll listen to iTunes, if you missed the show, you can catch it on Tuesday morning on your way to work or on your way home to work. Leave a review, subscribe, share. At BL Sports Show, our Instagram, jump on there, jump inside the debates or on any kind of comment thing. If you have a funny sports meme, shoot it to us, DM us on there, and we'll give you a shout out as that thing continues to grow. Share the show, like the show. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you, all you viewers on Facebook and on YouTube at the Bush League Sports Show every Monday night on 8:45 here in Studio 725. We will see you next week. Have a wonderful, amazing week full of fun, laughter, and licorice.
go Tiger.
Till next time.